Imagine dedicating your life to reducing human suffering, only to have your name become synonymous with death. Not for a crime, not for a war, but for an invention you didn't even build. This is the story of Dr. Joseph-Ignace Guillotin, a compassionate physician whose attempt to make executions more humane accidentally created one of history's most infamous symbols. In 18th century France, even execution depended on social class. The wealthy often received swift deaths by sword, while the poor faced hanging, burning, or other brutal methods that frequently went wrong, leaving victims to suffer. Dr. Guillotin believed this was cruel and unjust. As a physician and reformer, he argued that if executions were going to exist, they should be equal, quick, and as painless as possible. In 1789, he proposed a mechanical device that could instantly execute anyone regardless of status. To him, it was a humanitarian reform. But that debate would unknowingly lay the foundation for something far darker. Ironically, Guillotin never designed the machine. Engineers, surgeons, and craftsmen developed the final device, including its famous angled blade. Yet the public remembered only one name: Guillotin. Street songs, newspapers, and political satire spread the word guillotine across France. It was catchy, memorable, and soon impossible to separate from the machine. The doctor was horrified. He had advocated for mercy, but his family name was becoming associated with death. At first, the guillotine was praised as a civilized innovation. Then came the French Revolution's reign of terror. As political paranoia spread, the machine became the perfect tool for mass executions. Efficient, reliable, and fast, it could execute dozens in a day. What was designed to reduce suffering became a symbol of industrialized death. The blade rose and fell so frequently that executions became public spectacles. Meanwhile, Guillotin desperately pleaded with officials to rename the machine. He wanted to protect his reputation and separate his work from the growing bloodshed. No one listened. The name had already become history. The Guillotin family paid a heavy price. Their surname became a joke, a curse, and a constant reminder of execution. Then came a cruel twist. During the terror, Dr. Guillotin himself was arrested and imprisoned. For a time, he faced the possibility of dying beneath the very blade that carried his name. He narrowly escaped. After the revolution, the family formally petitioned the French government to rename the machine. The request was denied. Their name would remain attached to it forever. Eventually, some members of the Guillotin family changed their surname entirely. If the government would not rename the machine, they would rename themselves. Yet the damage was already done. Today, millions recognize the word guillotine, but few know anything about the doctor behind it. Most don't know he was a physician, a reformer, and an advocate for public health. History remembered the machine and forgot the man. The irony is tragic. A doctor who tried to reduce suffering became immortal as a symbol of execution. The guillotine remained in use in France until 1977, nearly 2 centuries after its creation. Its story is more than a tale about a machine. It's a lesson about unintended consequences. Dr. Guillotin wanted equality, mercy, and less suffering. But once an idea enters the world, it can be transformed by politics, fear, and power into something its creator never imagined. His name survives today as both a noun and a symbol. Not because of what he intended, but because history often remembers outcomes more than intentions. And sometimes, the legacy we leave behind is the one we never chose. Should inventors be held responsible for how their creations are used after they leave their hands? Or does responsibility belong to those who wield them? Let me know in the comments.